All right, so I wanted to do this video. There's a plugin that's been out for a little while now. It's a $50 plugin. It's called Scalar EQ. Now, many of you know I love Scalar. This is Scalar, in case you forgot what it was, Scalar 2, right? And I use it for different reasons, sometimes to get chords, sometimes to just get ideas started, whatever the case may be. So what I did here was put together this quick track, nothing special. Used a sample from CoProducer Pack that you guys know about, Output, CoProducer, UVI, put together some basic percussion. Here's some hats, some snare, kick, and I wanted to do a simple bass line. It's not the greatest bass line at all because I didn't spend a lot of time on it, and I just wanted to do it. I did not mix this down. The only thing I'm gonna add to it is some reverb on these drums. I do that anyway, typically, and I put a little bit of my one of my favorite plugins, which is the Goodhertz Voth compressor on it, on the drums, and that's it. So other than that, you can see it's not really anything mixed. On the master chain currently, I have this Kalen Effects one, which any of these you can turn off. This is doing literally nothing. It's just if I'm collecting a sample. And then Haze 2 is just a stereo widening. So I'm going to turn these off. I'll let you hear what the track sounds like. This is pretty much it. Trillions on the bass. I didn't say that. But that's all the track is. It's something simple. So here you go. Other than some simple leveling right here, turning down a couple of them. Okay, so that's enough. You heard pretty much what it is, what it sounds like. It's nothing special, but I wanted to see what this plugin Scalar EQ is like. Now I'm a fan of Scalar stuff. Obviously I have Scalar 2, but I also have, by the way, Scalar's made, they're under Plugin Boutique. I think that they're owned by Plugin Boutique. I'm not saying that that particular company makes it. Plugin Boutique sells all kinds of plugins, but I think that is one of their plugins. Also, I've shown you guys Radio, which is another one that I use. Now, this is a trial version of Scalar EQ, so I have no clue what it's going to do, sound like, be like. So we're just going to try it on a couple different things. I'm going to start with the bass. This is what it looks like. You can set the scale or you can detect the scale. It looks like they won't let you detect it unless you purchase a license. Oh, no. Continue evaluation. Let's see if it does it. So I have to play it. Let's see if it detects it. That's about. Maybe that's what they do on the demo version to keep you from getting it for free, whatever. So it picked A sharp major, which is close, I would say, if not that, because let's see, hold on, let's go back to Scalar. Yeah, so C sharp Dorian, so it actually did good. Really? That's how the demo version gonna be? Okay, well, that ain't fun. All right, so it got the scale right, which is based on what I know the scale to be. Shows you the notes that are in the scale lock mode, so you can lock it in scale or flip. We'll do in scale. It's fine. And then you have your typical EQ stuff that you can do. You can even probably drag these, I imagine. Yeah, if you want to change certain things. I really don't like the fact that the trial version has static going through it. Mono frequency, looks like you can turn that on if you want to monitor. Check out that. There's a stereo width, so that's kind of cool. Let's see what the presets look like, because typically that's what most people are going to gravitate toward. So these are all the presets. Let's just go to bass presets, since we're on the bass. So there's one for bass guitar. This is what we got on the trial version, right? Ultra hi-fi bass, a warm pick bass. Okay. I'm just gonna try the bass guitar one and see what it does to it. Again, apologies on this because it's a demo version. Let's solo out just this one. Of course, you gotta hear the static on the trial version. They don't make it fun to try it out. Okay, let's turn it off. I honestly, now I'm listening to it through the little Soundcore speaker. I imagine I probably could tell a little bit of difference if I was listening. To keep y'all from having to hear that, I'm just gonna turn it off while I'm not playing the track. I imagine I would hear a little bit of difference if I put some studio headphones on, like these Audio Technicas that I use for most of my stuff. I could probably put those on and hear somewhat of a difference, but I'll be blatantly honest, I don't hear that much of a difference with it. So now I'm going to take the scalar EQ and I'm going to drop it on the master track. And I'm going to put the EQ somewhere like over here first. All right. And then we're going to go into it. And before I turn it on, so that way we don't have to listen to that, here's just a rundown of what they have. There's drums. They have ones for your drums, acoustic drums, dynamic sweeteners. I feel like, and I could be wrong, if anybody uses this, feel free to, express yourself as far as what you like about it or don't like about it. But some of this stuff, I feel like I already have it, though, when I use EQs, especially if you have FabFilter's Pro EQ. I know it's different, but I feel like if you know what you're doing, you could probably do this with that, or a better or high-end dynamic EQ, which is what it seems to me like it's like. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying if you have that, then I don't know if this might be something you want. I'm not sure. You'd have to try the demo out for sure. It's got acoustic guitar in here. Let's see, electric, fuzz, mid boost. There's some okay stuff in here if you need it. Let's see, bright piano. I'll be honest, I don't do a lot of EQing on my tracks, partially because I'm using like Trillion, like Spectrasonic stuff has is high-end sounding stuff, and it doesn't take a lot of EQing on them to me. Most of the time, if I use those or Spitfire audio, the stuff sounds pretty good without a bunch of EQs. Occasionally, I'll do a little bit just to, if I feel like it's too bassy and I need to cut a little bass, I might cut some bass, but that's usually where I'm at. Let's see. Magic Master. Okay, so here's the master. We'll look at that in a second. There's an orchestral one. Here's one for sound design, I guess. I don't really do a lot of sound design, major sound designing, but that's cool. Synth. There's some presets for synth. Here's a template one. I guess you can build your own template, and then they have one for voice too. So I don't do any voice recordings, but maybe if you use it on like some sample voice or something. All right, so let's see. Let's pick one for the master that kind of might fit this track. Magic Master. Okay. Let's see what it sounds like. Turn it on. You past that first so you can hear it. Without it. Okay, that definitely is doing something there. You can hear that. Without it. With it. Okay, I'm gonna stop it there. That one definitely does something on the master. Oh God. Let's see if I turn it off a little. Okay. So I think that one so far has been something cool. I don't know if I really need it. Because I sort of do my own on the master using the Kalen Ellis effects. But this is nice. I won't knock it for sure. Dynamic musicality. Let's try this out. See what this one does. Oh my God. They really did wrong. Okay, let's try another one. That was a little light. Just trying different ones. Turn it off for a second. Good. Widen is smoother. So, okay, so let's talk about this. So I noticed something. There is a stereo widener in here, or stereo width, that you can use to widen your sound. You have different presets you could save right here in these presets that would allow you to switch between them, I guess, if you wanted to change it. And I use a stereo widener. I'm not switching because I really love Haze from Clevgrand. I use this on iOS and on here. I won't be switching anytime soon. Now, this plugin is $50, which is not too bad. I'm not going to complain about that. And what it does, for the fact that if you don't have a stereo widener, if you don't really have a dynamic EQ and you need that, and you don't really know what you're doing, which that's a lot of us, right? Give us a second, please. Sorry about that. Again, I didn't realize they weren't going to let me at least hear it for 29 days, but whatever. There is some cool stuff in here, like, for instance, stereo dynamic wide and bright. Let's try that. Okay, we'll stop it since it wants to do that. So that's pretty much it. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this plugin. It's a $50 plugin. Let me say this. If it was $25, I'd for sure probably just grab it because I'm into the scalar stuff. However, I'm not really in need of a EQ like this at all. I just don't feel like, I feel like if I put it on the master, that might be the most you would get out of it for me. I'm not going to put it on my bass. I'm not going to put it on my guitars. I typically, if there's something I need to EQ on those, I'll usually EQ it with what I have built into here, and I don't feel like I need these presets. I mean, it's not bad though. If you need this kind of stuff and you don't have a anything, like you go in with just what basically is in your DAW and you want something that's kind of a all-in-one solution, this is an all-in-one solution plugin. I think that could fit most of your needs. It looks like it's a 6-band EQ. So that's it. Yeah, so I'm going to leave this at that. There is a global thing on here to set your global settings. I'm not going to really mess with that. Again, you can heart any of these and it becomes in your favorites up here. You can make your own user ones. It's up to you. You have these 6 slots here too that you can hold. You can change the EQ. You can keep it in scale, take it out of scale, whatever you want to do. It's a cool plugin. For $50, it might be worth it. I'll definitely wait until I can either get it for free if I can, because one of the things here, let me show you guys this too. If I haven't already showed you this. Plugin Boutique, one of the reasons why I buy from them is so great is because they give you, let me see if I can go to my cart maybe. I don't have anything in the cart. Let me add something to the cart. That I'm not going to buy, but I'm going to add it. Well, there's a couple of things. If I haven't shown you this, go to the cart. Okay, so if you go to the cart, you'll see here that they give you rewards and cash, like cash back, like type things, where you get tokens and you earn so much. And after you earn it, you can use it to get money off on these plugins, which is kind of cool. It tells you up here, see the offers they do. Sometimes you spend more money and you get better stuff. Whatever the case may be, Plugin Boutique is dope. And they're the ones that own Scalar. So if you're interested in it, another thing to take note of too, right here, I'm going to go back to the cart. There's nothing in the cart, of course. I'm just going to add something to the cart real quick. Go to the cart. Check this out. They also do, oh, it's not there. Hold on. Let me go into the plugin itself. Right here, rent to own. So I think what's the company? Splice does that. A lot of rent to own for plugins. So if you want to go to Plugin Boutique, you can do rent to own for them too. They offer like at least 12 months on some of these plugins, which is kind of cool. Especially on this, it's only like $89, so you're only paying like $7.50 a month if it's one you want. You know, this is a Plugin Boutique plugin. I don't know all the ones they do, but if you click on rent to own up here, they'll show you some of the stuff they do. So anywho, just wanted to show you guys that. That's Scalar 2 EQ for me. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it. It's probably not a plugin I will personally own unless it's really cheap and I just say, well, I'm going to grab it just because. But it's not something that I need personally. But if you need it and you need an EQ and you want a stereo widener that's just all-in-one solution right here, then it looks like it's a pretty cool option. And I wouldn't say don't get it. I would say go for it. I don't know if it's coming to iOS. I have no clue. So you'll have to wait. This video is not sponsored in any way. I'm just showing you a plugin that was brought to my attention, and I thought I would give it a chance and review it. I'll try it out. I have 29 days. Get the trial version if you want. If you're interested, first try it out. See if it's something you like. If you don't need it, no big deal, right? But if you need it, then you can try the rent to own or purchase it. All right, that's it for this video. I'm out.